Lidia
Miss
Flores.
Lydia Flores, how you doing?
Straight out of San
I'm doing
Antonio.
great. How about y'all?
Oh, we're doing good. We're just getting started. A little bit late, but we're here, you know.
Okay, yes.
All right. So tell. I know we're here to debut your single. So tell us a little bit about your
Yes,
single.
sir. Well, I wrote this song. It's a little bit about a little story that I heard recently about a friend of mine whose daughter's husband is getting deployed. So she's gonna move in with them for a little while, and she's was telling, they were telling me the story, and I just got to thinking how much she's gonna miss them, and then I started thinking about how many people, and especially now that it's Memorial Day, and they go off, and sometimes their families don't see them for a long time, and you're hoping and waiting for them back at home, and just want to see them. And so I got home after they told me about that, and I wrote this song, Amor Mío. And so I was looking for somebody to arrange this song. And so I finally found somebody, not just anybody. I found somebody from the 90s, a great Tejano icon from the 90s. And I said, hey, I got this song. So, Christina also directed me, you can go here. So, just not to keep everybody in suspense.
Tell
They
us who
are,
it is.
they've done a lot of music. They are very well known, or he is very well known. And I just loved working with him. He was very professional, and of course, I've been a fan of his and the group for many years. If somebody would have told me in the 90s that one day he would be making music for me, I would have said, no, you're crazy.
Right.
And I just, I'm so happy, so overjoyed that this happened. It's something for me. It's something very memorable. And I hope that in the future, I'm going to continue, doing some more work with him, and doing some more arrangements on some of my songs. I write all my songs, they're all original. And, it just comes from that feelings or things that I see, things that I hear, and, just try to keep it in a positive perspective.
So once you heard the story, Linda, how long did it take you to write that song?
Uh, Once I got started on one line, two lines, it practically came really easy. Just, things came into my head and it just came out together. I was really going into the feeling, her feelings of how she would feel or how anybody would feel at that point. I've never had anybody that got deployed. I've never had anybody in the military on my side of the family, except a cousin from far away. And it never happened to me personally, but I got into deep thought, and I just wondered, how would this person feel? And I just said, wow, I've missed people. Sometimes people pass away, or something happens and you don't see them anymore, and just the thought of knowing that one day they're going to come back and one day you're going to see them. I mean, that's something positive. So, it just came easy after, writing down what I wanted. It's just, the thoughts just came, and I, didn't take me very long. Of course, I always go back and do a recheck on all my songs and make sure that I like the way they are. Then I got to figure out how I want to sing it, how I want to present this song. Do I want it strong? Do I want it overpowering and overpowering, or do I want something subtle and something to more an understanding? Just keep the vocals at a nice level. So this is what I wanted to do with this one. Just keep it nice, a little simple, just to get that little message across to anybody that's going through that same situation. Just know that there's hope. You're gonna see them someday.
Okay. Well, with that right there, you left us kind of in a suspense on the last
Hanging.
one. You never gave us the name of the person who wrote the song.
Yes,
Help you.
I'm trying to keep it. I'm hoping. I'm kind of hoping that if somebody's on here, what I want is, maybe y'all can hear the song. Let's play it, and give me your opinion. I know that y'all know the business, y'all know Tejano, y'all been around everybody. And I would really, I said, I want to do that. Um, in my family, when I told everybody, I waited as well and I played the song. Some of the family knew who it was like this. And some others were like, oh, well, who is it? Because they're not familiar with the music. But to my older kids, once they heard it, there was like, oh, this is this person. And I said, yep, you're right. He said, we can hear it. So I'm hoping that everybody, when they hear the song, you can hear the music because you'll recognize. I'm hoping that everybody can recognize who this person is, and then afterwards I can tell you.
Well, since you want to tell us, let's go ahead and take a little commercial break, and we'll play them song, and then we'll be right back. All right?
Okay,
All right.
here I'm here.
Okay.
There you
There
go.
you go. Now, me personally, just listening right off the bat, I can tell you who it is. You know,
Okay,
just by listening to the accordion,
give it a shot.
I can tell. I can just by listening to the accordion, I can tell you that's Tony Guerrero de la Sombra. You know, just
Yes.
by accordion keyboard player, that's all you need. You know the style.
Yes.
Yeah, you know the
you know,
style
it's,
right away.
yeah, it's a very good beat and everything to it. The song's good. So it's pretty good, man. You know.
Yes, and I loved it because it kind of gave me that 90s vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, let's let's take it back, give
Miss Julie Cruz, Carlos Villegas from Grupo Negami is tuning in right now.
Gilbert Barrios is also watching.
Gilbert. Yeah, so thanks to everybody who's tuning in right now, listening to the show.
But yeah, but that's a fun song. Like, I can't wait to see you perform it because you put on such a great show. You love to dance.
Thank you so
and
much.
you interact with the audience. It's fun to see you perform. Lots of fun to see
Thank
perform.
you.
So how many
Thank you.
songs do you have already written? I know you've been performing since you were very young and started writing songs since you were young also. So how many songs do you have that you've written your own songs?
Okay, so 5. I believe I have like 9 songs.
Okay.
And they're all mixed. I have some Tejano, original Tejano. I have some country. I have some pop music, some Latin pop, and also English pop music as well. So those are very recent. They're, new releases as well. So I just wanted to try a little bit of everything. Growing up, I've always sang all sorts of music. I've sang rock music. I've sang with mariachis, and actually first got started with mariachi when I was in my 20s. And then after that, I had already sang with little conjuntos here and there with my dad and my stepdad. And, so I've always been very musical. And so, when I started writing and recording my own songs, I said, you know what, I want to do a little bit of everything. I just feel like I want to hear how I would sound doing a pop song. I want to hear how I would sound doing a country song. So I just started from there, and then we just stayed on it. And now that, my kids, they all play instruments, and so they've been doing all the English music for me. So we just keep on, it's something fun to do, it's a family thing. And then, well, of course, my sons do not know how to play Tejano. They know how to play rock and, other stuff, but they just don't know how to get the rhythm for the Tejano music or conjunto music. So of course I asked Christina. I said, I have this song that I just wrote. I said, I want somebody to arrange it for me. I want somebody to put music in it. And she said, oh, well, my brother does it. Tony arranges music. I said, really? Wow. So I got with Tony, and yeah, we went ahead. He arranged the music. Then he sent it to me, make sure that it was something that I liked. And so I practiced that song a little bit once he sent it to me. And so when I went into his studio, it took us about 4 hours to get done, but we got done. He's very good at what he does, and he's very professional. And, I did not expect anything less from Tony Guerrero. And he even told me, he said, you're with Tony G, I'm going to take care of you. And so he arranged the music, and also with his son, Marco. So he made sure that everybody does acknowledge that it was him and Marco that arranged the music for that song.
Yeah, Marco's very good at what he does too.
Hmm.
He's amazing on what he does. But Tony, I mean, Tony has been doing this for many years, and he's very
Hmm.
professional at what he does, and he takes pride in his work that he does.
Yes.
But he does have a unique style, and I think when anybody that hears the song should know who is right off the bat because of just the sound that he got. He got a unique style that he plays, and
Yeah.
so that was that should be something easy. Anybody listen to it should be able to tell who arranged the music. Just because of that. One because like I said, it's always accordion and keyboard that you can tell right away. What his
Hmm.
music is. So yeah, but it sounded good. It sounded real good. And
Yes. Thank you.
congratulations on
And
that, okay?
thank you. Marco has actually played the drums for me to perform. I had a show last year at Sam's Burger Joint, and he hadn't really practiced any of my original songs. So I had the show. I didn't have a drummer, and so Christina also said, "Oh, well, my nephew plays the drums." I said, "All right." So I sent him some of the songs that we were going to do that night, and sure enough, he showed up and he showed out. He played really nice, and so what we did that night was Tejano covers, but it was fabulous. Just working with them is just it's just been really great. And Christina, she's my promoter. She's been doing a lot for me, and I really appreciate everything that she does, and even getting me hooked up with Tony to do that song. It was just, I thank her for that.
So when Tony did a song, I'm pretty sure you had to take him out to Red Lobster and get him something, some lobster and some fried fish and shrimp and everything.
No,
No, no.
no. He and I like that we would actually, he said, you know what, let's play it back a couple of times and make sure that we don't catch something that you don't like or something. And I said, okay. And then I found something. I was like, I don't like that. I think I could do better. I think it shouldn't be worded that way. It should go this way. He goes, yeah, you're right. He gets, oh yes. He said, that's good that you caught it because we don't want to send something out like that. He said. So I was like, yeah. So he took his time and he was very patient, and we got it done. And I'm just so satisfied, so happy. And I hear that song and I was like, wow, I still can't believe it.
So how does it feel to work with an icon like Tony? So you finally, like you said,
Oh
you grew
man,
up and now.
I was standing there right in front of him. I'd seen him before. I saw him at Christina's birthday bash. He was there, earlier that day, and I got a little glimpse of him that day. And we went out to the beer depot when La Sombra was playing, and I did take a couple of pictures with him. But to actually work with him and hear his professionalism and you know what, say it like this. Try it like this. And I was like, wow, he's actually guiding me into how to maneuver my vocals a little bit better to fit the music that he did. And it's his music, and he wants it to sound good. He's gonna want everything nice. So he guided me through all of that, and so it was amazing. It was a very amazing experience, and I'm so looking forward. And I said, hey, next a cumbia.
Yeah,
Hey, he's good with
for
that. I
I
sure.
say
said,
that,
just don't make it sound like sub sub sapo. But it was fun. It was just so, it was something comforting. I felt so comfortable working with him.
Yeah.
So how can I explain it?
I mean, he's a very down
So
to earth.
easy. He
Yeah.
was easy to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. He's a
He's
very
so.
down to earth, laid back,
Mhm.
great person. He's awesome. He's
Yes.
a great person. He loves to help people. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
but I tell you right now, man, don't take his shrimp from him. Man, he'll give you this look.
Don't take his food away
Don't
when
take
he's
his food
eating,
when he's
'cause
eating, man. He'll give you this
he'll
look, man. I'm
bite your
telling you, he'll
hand
fight
off.
you.
No,
Bite it
we
off.
have yet we have yet to do that. We need to go celebrate. I was telling Christina, we need to go celebrate. Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
now if he's tuning in, he know we're playing. He knows we know he's a great person, man. Every time that we see him, man, he's down to earth. willing to
It's
talk to anybody. No se cree afrentoso nada. He's just down there. Just
yeah.
feed him and he's good. He's happy.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
he's always a down to earth person, man. Every time that he sees us, before we leave, man, los presina, los da la bendición, y órale, váyanse por camino, vámonos.
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes. That's something else I noticed when as we were leaving. The studio after the recording, and he knows that we live way out here in the south side, and he was like, "Oh, que los bendiga Diosito," los bendición. I was like, "Wow,
Yeah.
who does that nowadays?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people do that." And I was, wow, like I had a very comforting feeling in my heart. So
For sure. So, are you going to be doing a whole EP, or how are you going to be?
yes, I probably have enough songs already, singles out there to get an EP, but I'm waiting because I have two more songs that are almost ready.
Okay.
One of them is a country song, and the other one is I would say a symphony. My son was in band from elementary, middle school, high school. He was in band. My younger son, Isaac, and he just created a beautiful piece for me. I don't want it sitting there, so of course I wrote lyrics to that, and it's just beautiful. It sounds like I'm surrounded by a big old symphony, just
Wow.
beautiful violins, and the song is beautiful. I've already sang to it. I know how it's gonna go, so I'm going to record that song next month up in Kerrville, in a recording studio over there. And so once that song is out and the other country songs, so I'm gonna get together an EP, maybe an LP, maybe if it all fits, and put all the songs that I recorded this year.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay.
Mhm.
We look forward to that. So what are the
Yes.
performances you got coming up?
I have a performance with my other music in June, on June the 15th at a club. I don't remember right now the name of the club, but I have that performance coming up. And then I have a fall fest that I'm gonna do that Christina has booked me for. But any performances that I'm gonna have, I post everything. I daily post because since I have that professional page on Facebook, they always say, "Oh, you haven't posted enough, or you're decreasing." And I don't know what that has to do with anything because I'm not getting paid
Right.
yet. So but they tell you because you supposedly get these badges, and then after these badges, then you're eligible for
Monetary.
money.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you have to keep posting and keep posting. You have to post on your stories, you have to post reels, you have to post this. So I find stuff and I'm like, bueno, pues in one picture, whatever, but I
Right.
have to keep posting. But I always keep everybody up to date, and I post my flyers, I post videos, I post my TikToks, where else you can find me, because I'm everywhere, every media. So, I just try to keep the audience and the people out there on my Facebook, my medias, well informed about everything, and, everything that I'm doing. So, if anybody, or YouTube, I have so many videos, and, I had some family over today that came from out of town, and we were watching my videos. They said, "Wow, you actually have a whole YouTube channel with your own music instead of having everybody else's music." I
Yeah.
said, "Yeah." I
Wow,
said
that's
all my
awesome.
live performances from last year, years before, because the first songs that I did were recorded with Anthony Hernandez of Los Dudes.
Oh, okay.
So I played a lot with Anthony Hernandez, with Richard Solis, John Pacheco. So I've been very fortunate to have been around so many great musicians and have played with many musicians. Back then when I first started in 2012, we used to have jam night at some of these bars that there were back then, and I was always invited with Anthony and the guys to go over and do some songs. So surprisingly, everybody was there from different conjuntos and different Tejano bands, and they would get a guitar and the other one would grab this, and we all made music. And it's just amazing. I've been around the Tejano industry for a long time. I've done a lot of fanfares. Um, I performed at Market Square numerous times. I did take a pause, went to college. I wanted an associate's degree. I went to college, got my associate's degree, started a career. And so but I just missed the music. I missed it. And I kept telling my daughter, I kept telling my kids, I feel like something's missing. I said, I miss the stage. I miss singing. I want to record more songs. I felt like uh, the end. No, I felt like it's to be continued because I don't feel like I ended right. I don't feel like I did what I wanted to do. I didn't do enough.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I hit that stage back, it just like my whole world brightened up.
Yeah.
You know, I started recording, started singing again, and that's my happy place.
Well, you definitely look happy on that stage, and you know how to work the stage.
Thank you. Thank you so
So
much.
tell me, what are your how can they find you on all your social medias under just
As Lydia Flores, you can
Flores?
find me as Lydia Flores um, on Facebook, on Instagram, and my YouTube channel and my TikTok channel are both Lydia Flores. They're actually Lydia Flores artists. I have been officially given official artist channel on YouTube and TikTok as well. So I'm really happy about that because you get a lot of perks that
Mm-hmm.
somebody normally wouldn't have. It's just not a page where I post music. It's actual artists. So other people know that I'm an artist, like Dua Lipa or any of those
Mm.
artists out there. And it's just more privileges. You get to promote your music a little bit more. And so once I got those artist channels, I started getting views and views and views. And it's just great because you get to promote yourself a little more. So you can find me anywhere at Lydia Flores. I think I also have what is that, X?
Mm-hmm.
I don't use it much and I
Right.
don't use Lemonade much,
Yeah.
but it's there and I post here and there. But the one that I use mainly would be YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
All right. Well, Ms. Lid, thank you very much for the interview. We appreciate it. We look forward to hearing more music, from you, and hopefully we'll see you pretty soon performing again on the stage somewhere. I know you always help out Christina for our events. You're always at her events and performing out there for her. I think the next one coming up is her school drive.
Driving.
A
That she's,
school drive, yes.
so I know
In June.
she's back in June. So I know she's gonna be doing an event. I'm pretty sure you'll probably be performing out there.
We should have a
You know.
meeting.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she's a meeting greet, right? Yeah, I mean
At
meeting greet at
James.
Jenny's record shop.
Yes.
So maybe we'll see you out there. Maybe we'll see you out there.
Oh, yes, of
Like it pasa.
course. I'd love to. Thank
All
you
right.
so much as
Well,
well for inviting me to your show, having me on your show again. I
Yes.
want to give a shout out there to my promoter, Christina Guerrero, and thank you so much for everything you do. My manager, Joshua Olveda, and all the people. I have a lot of supporters. I have a lot of people on my Facebook that are always supporting, commenting, liking my stuff, and I'm like overwhelmed with so much love that I receive. So I want those people to know that I love you all. You don't go unnoticed. You don't go unrecognized. I'm totally grateful for everything.
all right. All right. So one more time before we go, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me on Facebook, or you can get a hold of Christina Guerrero of CG Promotions, or you can get a hold of my son, my manager, Joshua Olveda. If you need any information about bookings, interviews, anything like that, I would rather that you ask Christina first, or contact her first, and then she'll contact us. If she's busy, she'll let my son know, and they both work together on that. So I would be very uh, I'm losing my word. So just call Christina,
Okay.
on Facebook Messenger, contact her.
And you can call Christina at 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. She'll answer the phone. She's always ready to go. So yeah, y'all give her a call between her office hours are from 1:30 in the morning till 5 in the morning. Okay, so that's when you can reach her. Okay.
She's gonna kick your
So
butt.
y'all give her a call that time. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna let you go. We got our next guest in here in the studio. We're gonna take a little commercial break.
Thank you so much.
And thank you very much for taking time of your busy schedule, here. And we hope to see you pretty soon. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Once again,
Bye-bye.
your Fluffy, the king of the airways, along with one half of the divas, Mickey D here.